So let's go ahead. Let's just drop it right in, guys. Wish me luck. Oh, goodbye, beautiful. All right. Oh, it's in. Oh, I can't even look at it. Hey everyone, Digital David here. Today in this video, I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing the Google Pixel 5a 5G. I did receive this phone as a gift from Google, so thank you so much, Google, for sending me this device to review. But any opinion expressed in this video is strictly my own. That being said, if you're interested in this product, you want to find out more about it, the link to it will be in my video description below. You can see the nice retail box and packaging right here with our product info on it. Hashtag Team Pixel on the backside. Google branding, 5G, more product info. Same with the backside too. We can learn more about this device. It features 128 gigabytes of storage and a 6.34 inch display. And the color is mostly black. Not black, but mostly black. Now let's go ahead, let's open it up and look at the package contents. Here are all the package contents. First up, you can see we have our quick start guide right here walking us through the device features, how to set up our new Pixel, and we have that in multiple languages. Next, you can see our warranty and safety information, followed by our SIM card tray removal tool. We have an 18-watt USB Type-C charging brick still included with our USB Type-C to USB Type-C charging cable. We also have a USB Type-C to USB Type-A adapter as well, so you can connect your old device as you import and transfer your data between devices as you first set up your Pixel. And last but not least, we have the Pixel 5a 5G right here. Let's go ahead, let's look at that in more detail. Here's the phone up close, check it out. We got our 6.34 inch display with our selfie hole punch camera right there. That's an 8 megapixel camera. 1080p 30 frames per second for video coming out of that camera. The screen is 1080 by 2400 pixels. Here it is from the side. You can see our volume buttons and our power button. The power button's a different color and it has almost a texture to it. It's got some ridges and bumps, unlike the smooth volume control buttons. Here it is from the top. We have our lovely headphone jack. Here it is from the other side, the left side of the phone. We have our SIM tray. And here it is from the bottom. You can see our speaker grills and we have our USB Type-C charging port. Flipping it over to the back side, you can see we have our fingerprint sensor, Google's logo, and our two camera modules. We have a 12.2 megapixel camera and a 16 megapixel ultra wide camera on the back, 128 gigabytes of built-in storage, 6 gigs of RAM. This features Corning Gorilla Glass 3 as well for the front display. It's an OLED, HDR as well. eSIM is also supported in addition to your physical SIM card. And it's IP67 dust and water resistant up to 1 meter for 30 minutes. Now let's go ahead, let's power it on and look at the device settings. So check it out, we got our Pixel phone all set up, beautiful home screen, everything looks great. If we swipe over to the left, you can see once we turn this on, we'll get one of my favorite features, which is curated news from all over the internet. Google provides you with really relevant stories. It is an awesome feature, but it's also very distracting, so you could waste a lot of time using that. Next, I want to show you guys some of the settings. So let's go into the settings right here. You can see we can control everything we could possibly want to configure right here within our phone. First, let's look at the battery. You can see out of the box, around 70% is what we have. We've been using it for 16 minutes. We can also tweak all of our battery settings right here. If you really want to extend this out, you can turn on some of those awesome battery saver settings. Next, I want to show you guys under sound and vibration. We go to the advanced section right here. Now playing is a fantastic Google Pixel phone feature, guys. So basically, if you turn this on your lock screen, your home screen, it will show you the song title and artist of anything that it happens to be listening to, whether you're in the car driving, it'll keep track. Maybe something's playing on the TV, around the house, whatever it is, it will identify the song without you having to do anything, and it'll save the history for you as well. And I love this feature. Say you're driving and you're listening to a song on the radio and you forget what it's called a couple days later, then you can go find that song through your history. It is awesome, awesome, awesome technology. Highly recommend turning that on. Next, we can see our storage right here. We haven't downloaded anything else besides the default Google apps during the setup process, and I didn't copy over any photos, videos, account settings, apps, or anything like that. So right out of the box, you can see we're using about 15 gigabytes right now. That's gone up about 2 gigs since I've been recording the screen. So I would say maximum usage you'll get out of this is around 114 gigabytes usable. And you can see 13 gigs of that is going to be from the system that's reserved and used for the system. The rest will be filled with your photos, videos, other apps, games, that sort of thing. So around 113, 114 usable gigabytes for your system. Now let's go ahead, let's get some apps downloaded so we can continue to try out our new Pixel phone. So we got some popular apps downloaded like TikTok, so you can see what it looks like. Very enjoyable browsing experience. Everything looks great. Very responsive, no issues at all as we just browse the endless supply of videos. So that's TikTok for you. We can go to Instagram, same thing. So we have the Google Pixel page pulled up, and you can see some great photos, how responsive it is if you want to browse and consume content on Instagram. Very nice, great job displaying the images and videos. Really an enjoyable experience browsing on this phone. Now you can see we got YouTube pulled up. Hey, check it out. There's a digital David video. We could select that if we wanted. We'll keep browsing for a minute. So you can see, here's the video we had pulled up. Check it out. It's a Music Chef video. The new album, Behind the Velvet Rope. Let's go ahead. Let's give it a play. Let's turn the volume up too, so we can listen in. And we can change the viewing mode as well. So check that out. Really cool. Speakers sound great too, the built-in speaker. We'll test that out in a little bit. So that's YouTube for you. Very responsive. Everything works great. It's a really nice phone with that large screen size to be able to browse different content online. Last but not least, I also want to show you guys what it's like to browse the web. So we got The Verge pulled up, just a popular tech blog. You can see what it's like right here. We can look at the different stories of the day. So let's go ahead, let's select one. I thought it was kind of ironic. Here it is. The news story is about the Google Pixel 5 being discontinued. But that's okay because we got the 5A 5G now. You can see very responsive, different text. The screen's very sharp, clear and crisp. No issues there with the display at all. Super responsive. And again, doing a good job with the images, videos, mobile ads, the audio, everything we got going on with this article. You can see very responsive and a really enjoyable viewing experience. So check it out. We got Asphalt 9 pulled up right here. You can see what it's like to game on the Pixel 5A 5G. Everything is working great. No stuttering, lagging, anything like that. We're also recording our gameplay right now too. So we really are putting this through the ringer right now. And you can see the quality for mobile gaming. Very responsive. Everything looks great and it's working great. Really nice. So now it's time to take a look at our Pixel 5a 5G benchmarking results. You can see we have AnTuTu Benchmark downloaded, and here's the results. We get 347021 is our overall score with a nice breakdown of that individual score depending on our CPU, GPU, etc. So first up, you can see our CPU score right here, 88732. That's for our Snapdragon 765G processor. You can see the individual scores. Next, we have our GPU, the Adreno 620, with a score of 101579. Next, you can see our memory score. Again, we have 6 gigabytes of RAM. The score is 64195. And then our last score is the UX with a score of 92515, and it comes with Android 11 by default. So you can see that. Next, let's go ahead. Let's look at some more of the hardware details. Let's select that. And now you can see more phone-specific information right here. We talked about a lot of this, but I wanted to show you guys it anyways. Here's the storage. Then you can see the CPU and our display settings right here. Next, we have our camera settings. You can see that. And then we have our battery information. Again, 4620 milliamp hours, and our operating system. A lot of technical jargon there. Then our connectivity settings, network, And then our sensors, you can see all the different sensors we have. So that's a quick look at the device settings and tech specs, as well as our AnTuTu Benchmark score. Now we're checking out the built-in mic quality from our Pixel 5a. This is what it's going to sound like if you use the microphone on this device. So you can hear what it sounds like. We'll have it further away from us, all the way out here while we're talking. We'll bring it all the way to the other side and directly behind us and above us while we're talking, and then right in front again. So this is your raw mic test with the Google Pixel 5a 5G. So now it's time to test out the built-in stereo speaker. So I have a binaural microphone set up and all ready to go to listen in so you guys can hear the speaker quality like you were in the studio with me listening to some music. So the song we're listening to today is called Line Out the Door by Music Chef from the album Behind the Velvet Rope. So let's go ahead, let's give it a listen for a couple of seconds. And now we're going to play a couple of seconds of the song Suddenly by Music Chef off the album Tropics. I'm really happy with the built-in speaker quality. It sounds great whether you're using it to make and take phone calls, you want to listen to some music directly from your phone, or if you're watching videos without headphones or earbuds, you are in great shape listening to content with this device. So now you might be wondering, well, hey, David, what's the 5A 5G like with 5G network? So I'm so glad you guys asked. I have you covered right here. You can see the speed test results we just took right now. With our Meteor mobile app, you can see our download speeds 111 megabits per second with an upload of 38.5 and a ping of 35. So we have great app performance here. No issues at all if you want to use this phone with the 5G network to stream videos, music, podcasts, answer emails, anything along those lines, browse social media. You'll be all set and ready to go. Keep in mind in your area, depending on the time of day, your network, a bunch of other variables, you will see different results than what I'm showing here. But for this result, this is Verizon's 5G network using US mobile and the 5A 5G. In regards to the mostly black color, I wanted to put the 5A side by side with the Pixel 5 in the sort of sage color and the Google Pixel Buds with the dark olive. I do want to point out, it definitely is mostly black, but I do feel like, depending on the lighting, it does kind of have that green hue or tint to it. I really can't explain it, but for all intents and purposes, just call the phone black. That's going to help you match accessories, etc. But there is an underlying green hue tint theme to it in some capacity. Now, with that being said, I did notice the power button appears to match the sort of sage coloring right there, which is cool. And then if I'm really looking at it with the Pixel Buds right here with the dark olive color, this color scheme is pretty similar. I'm not sure it's spot on, but pretty similar with the G logo on the 5A. So that's pretty cool too. So it's got a couple of neat little color schemes going on with the device, but true to Google's branding, it definitely is mostly black. So I spent some time with the 5A, wanted to show you guys the photo and video quality. We're gonna look at the photos first. You can see on my screen, I got a portrait shot of an aloe vera plant. Very pleased with the portrait mode. The image quality is on par and just as spectacular as you would expect with other Pixel phones. I don't know how I did this one, honestly, and I use Pixel phones as my daily driver. It looks like a live photo. I don't really know what's going on there, but it's really cool. That's my dog, Doug. There's the portrait photo I took of him as well. Now we'll skip ahead to some more photos. Really pretty. These aren't edited at all. So really, really happy with the image quality. Here's Doug sitting on a bench. Here he is in portrait mode. So you can see, does a really good job. Very pleased with that. Then I snapped some pics of him swimming in the water. It was cracking me up. He was doing some fetch with me, getting a baseball out of the pond. Here's that again. I swear it's like a live photo. So maybe it's just a little video, I don't know, but you can see it doesn't have the icon like the regular videos do. But there he is out there. I mean, image quality is great, what you would expect out of this device. And then you can see some succulents I snapped some pics of. Did a really good job. Here's some night shots. This is cool. Very pleased with the image quality with night sight. So cool. Really a fantastic job. I can't stress enough how dark it was outside. There, that's how dark it was. So pretty impressive that we're able to get those results right there with night sight. Again, nothing special in regards to like what I was photographing, but really cool, especially if you want to take a picture of the sky and stuff. As long as you can hold the phone steady, you're in good shape. Night sight is really, really cool. Now let's look at some of the video samples. All right, so I'm on a walk with my dog, Doug, right here, and we're testing out the front-facing selfie cam. This is the video quality, guys. So I am walking and holding the camera, so it's gonna be pretty shaky. But you can get a feel for what the video quality is gonna look like from that front-facing selfie cam. I'm impressed with it. Everything looks really good. And then we can zoom in too. So that was 1x, here's 1.4. And then we can go all the way into 4x, but you get the idea. So I'm on a walk with my dog, Doug. You can see him over there. Here's 1x zoom from our rear-facing camera. Here's 2x. And then here's 0.6. So here's the ultra wide. And now we'll go back to 1x, 2x, ultra wide. So you can see the difference. Here's 1x. And here's back to ultra wide. So that's a quick look at the ultra wide versus regular lens on this phone with video and how everything's going to look. Now let's check out some of the stabilization features. So first up, we have the standard stabilization on. I'm just holding the phone in my hand. Now you can see I have the heavy stabilization turned on, and this is the quality also just handheld while I'm walking on this path. Now I'm using the lock setting. This is for far away shots, so we have 2 times the zoom. And now here's 5 times the zoom as we're still walking with the phone in our hand, so you can get a feel for the different options that we have with this phone and stabilization while we're recording video. Here's my dog swimming in the pond. You can see him. He's got a ball in his mouth. We're doing the ultra wide 4K 30 settings right now. If you can't tell, he is living his best life. Dougie, bring me that ball. Do you want to go get it? Sit. Okay, let's stay. Sit. Sit. Good boy. Oh. 1x, 2x. Good boy. 1x and ultra wide. Now here's a 4K 60 sample. We're going to see if we get any sort of overheating issues or anything like that. So this is 4K 60 as we follow my dog, Doug. He just went swimming. Now he's rolling around living his best life right here. So I was just recording my dog, Doug, in 4K 60, and we did get a notification about 10, 15 seconds in. You saw the clip, and then it shut down the video, said the device was too hot. When I went to start up the video again using the front-facing camera, it still gave me a warning saying, basically, you know, video quality may be affected, device is too hot, but I was still able to film this video right here. So keep that in mind. At the time of this review, 4K 60, at least outside when it's already 80 plus degrees here in Ohio, you're gonna have some issues with it trying to record at 4K 60. For me, 4K 30 is all I'm ever gonna probably film in anyways, at least for my personal videos and content. So that's not a big deal to me, but I do want to point out, I even had that same warning where it just said device too hot, video quality may be affected when I was recording 4K 30, but it didn't shut off the video or anything like that, which is what happened when I was recording Doug, there he is, Doug, at 4K 60. Here's a quick video at night so you can see the sun is set. You can see some lights off in the distance, but this is what it's going to look like if you're trying to film at night. You can see the sky. Obviously it's really dark, so it'd be nice to have some additional lighting, but I want you to get a feel for what it's like in the dark. If you want to use this to take videos, this is what it's going to look like. Now you can see that same video again, but supplemented now with an exterior porch light. So check it out. You can see how it does in more of a low light environment. Everything looks great. Very nice. thanks to our porch light. But there we go, off into the horizon. Again, you can see the house with its lights on. And that's what's gonna look like if we're trying to capture and film the sky with this phone. Now the test you've all been waiting for, we're gonna see if the Google Pixel 5a is truly waterproof. So the device is powered on, we're all set and ready to go. You can see everything's working properly as it should before we've submerged it in water. Now, this phone does have an IP67 rating, which means it can survive being submerged in up to 1 meter of water, roughly 3 feet, for 30 minutes. Now, keep in mind, I don't recommend taking this swimming in the pool, ocean, lake, whatever. That's a terrible idea. But if you happen to get this wet, falls in the toilet, slides in the sink, bathtub, that sort of thing, you should be able to recover it, dry it off, and use it again. So let's go ahead. Let's just drop it right in, guys. Wish me luck. Oh, goodbye, beautiful. All right. Oh, it's in. Oh, I can't even look at it. Oh, it's so sad. Oh, something in me just doesn't like this. But there we go, guys. It's underwater right now. You can see, let's see, can we use it at all? All right. Not able to open anything, but there it is. It's just hanging out. So just for fun, let's bring it out for a second. All right. Hey, there we go. And now the screen's working. I mean, it's a little bit wonky just because it's, wet right now, but we're gonna dry it off. We're gonna put it back in. All right, we got a Music Chef video pulled up. It's playing just fine. The speakers are wet. No issues. All right, guys, wish me luck. We're gonna drop it right in. I can see an air bubble right there at the top speaker grill, looks like. It still sounds good. No issues yet. That's weird. I thought for sure it would have an issue. Wow, it's still operating just fine. In the past, oh, there we go. Oh, but the water's just shooting out of it. The water's shooting out of it. All right, so we did get some water in there, as you would expect, but the water's shooting out. Sounds a little muffled now. Man, that's way better than I thought. Wow, way better than I thought. So we can give it a couple of seconds. Play some more music. We'll see if that speaker, gets all the water out of it and everything is still fully functional, but that was way better than I thought. And honestly, guys, I've submerged other phones like the Pixel 5 in water, and sometimes you'll get a little drop-down notification letting you know that the device is wet. I forget exactly what it says. It's like shutting off the ports, something like that. But don't be alarmed if you get that. Everything should still fully function and operate. It's just smart enough to sense when it's getting wet, so that's really cool. So let's go ahead, let's give it a couple more seconds. I'll play some more music through it. We'll see if that speaker's fully dry and if everything still sounds the same. So you can hear there's no issues at all with it. You actually saw me cleaning it on camera. It worked right away after I just wiped it down. So no more moisture, water shooting out of that front-facing speaker. Everything is working just fine, like it never even took a dip in the water. So rest assured, if you happen to drop it in the toilet, sink, bathtub, anything along those lines, and you recover it very quickly, make sure you dry it off, that sort of thing, you should be all set and ready to go. So it's nice that we have that layer of extra protection in a phone at this price point. So let me share with you my final thoughts in regards to the Pixel 5a. This is coming from somebody that's used the Google Pixel, Pixel 2, 3a, 4a, 4a 5G, and my current daily driver, the Pixel 5. I'm very pleased with this phone. It is top notch. Basically, it's an elongated version of the Pixel 5 without wireless charging, and I'm very pleased with it overall. Now, with that being said, for me personally, I like the size better of the Google Pixel 5 versus this 5a 5G. It's just a little bit big in my hands. I would like the smaller screen size, even though the display itself is beautiful. Don't get me wrong. It looks great. It's great for consuming endless hours of social media content and web browsing. Other than that, for this device, I would love to have the wireless charging that the Pixel 5 has. I know that this is a more affordable option, so some of those features get nixed, so I'm glad that we still have the headphone jack. But if you gave me wireless charging, this would be the perfect phone, in my opinion, with that smaller screen. So basically, just give me the Pixel 5 with the headphone jack. But in regards to this device, this is going to be the device that I'm going to be pushing everybody towards if they're looking or thinking about Google Pixel phones. It's very affordable. The value is there if you want that pure Android Google experience with the top notch cameras. This is just a great phone. I can't say enough good things about it. Now, with that being said, one thing I feel like I notice every year and I hope gets refined in the future is just some of the adaptive brightness. I just feel like sometimes I'm using the phone in maybe a unique lighting environment and it's just not as responsive. It takes a couple extra seconds to kind of sense the room and adjust it. And typically, even after it's made its adjustments, I still have to adjust the brightness myself and turn it up a little bit. Maybe that's just my own preference and I'm being picky, but I noticed that a lot with my Pixel 5 and I've seen it a little bit with the 5A as well. So hopefully that can be refined in the future. Other thing I want to point out, a lot of people have been in a tizzy about the 4K 60, shut down while you're filming because it gets too hot. That is not a deal breaker for me. One, I expect that to be addressed in the future with software. Two, I just don't use that feature a lot, nor was it one I was asking for the phone. So again, not a big deal at all to me, but to each their own. But just keep that in mind. I'm expecting some sort of update in the future to correct that issue, minimize it, or even, take that feature away. I don't know what they would do, but 4K 30 and, 1080p 30 is typically fine for me in what I'm doing and filming, videos of my dog and my daughter. So for me, it's a non-issue, but just keep that in mind. Well, that concludes our video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget the product link will be in our video description below. Please go ahead, check it out, and do your shopping from there. Any purchase made through that link helps support our channel at no additional cost to you. So we're really grateful and thankful for all of your support. While you're at it, can you go ahead and hit that like button for us? And subscribe to our channel. We have new content coming out daily and we don't want you to miss anything. Please go ahead and give us a follow online and make it a clean sweep. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, TikTok, Discord. You can message us on WeChat, check out our website, and join our free newsletter. Thank you guys so much for being here. Don't forget new content daily, and we can't wait to see you in our next video.